For 3 decades, Johnny Carson presided over The Tonight Show as the undisputed king of late-night television, parting the iconic blue curtain each night to deliver his monologue with impeccable timing before settling behind his desk for conversations that captivated millions. This ritual offered viewers a dependable nightly escape, a well-oiled machine of wit and charm. Yet behind the polished facade lurked a far more unpredictable reality, the often chaotic state of the celebrities waiting backstage. Carson possessed an uncanny instinct for detecting impairment the instant a guest emerged, whether from alcohol, marijuana, cocaine, or other substances. His eyes would betray a mix of amusement and resignation, signaling to a seasoned crew that adjustments might be needed. Production staff developed subtle codes over the years to manage these situations discreetly. A touch of Carson's tie during an introduction warned that the guest was not fully sober. Straightening his note cards twice alerted the director to simplify camera work for an unpredictable performer. These signals ensured the show flowed seamlessly, masking any backstage drama from home audiences. The 1970s, in particular, embodied an era of excess in Hollywood and beyond, where Studio 54 reigned, rock stars indulged freely, and even Wall Street succumbed to cocaine's allure. The Tonight Show mirrored this cultural permissiveness, with legendary figures, Oscar winners, musical icons, and literary giants, occasionally arriving visibly altered. Carson, ever the professional, navigated these moments with remarkable adaptability, guiding conversations to highlight guests' talents while preserving the illusion of effortless entertainment. The green room served as ground zero for pre-show nerves and indulgences. Stocked with top-shelf liquor approved by Carson himself, it offered chemical courage to anxious stars facing television's most influential interviewer. A good appearance could catapult a career, a poor one could linger as a cautionary tale. Unlike modern talk shows with scripted segments, Carson preferred spontaneous dialogue, heightening the pressure. Many guests relied on alcohol, prescription pills, or recreational drugs brought by entourages to ease the tension. Staff enforced loose guidelines, one drink encouraged, two tolerated, but superstars often bent the rules. This environment reflected broader societal shifts, where substance use permeated entertainment without the scrutiny of today's media landscape. Carson's own moderate enjoyment of alcohol informed his tolerant yet pragmatic approach. He modulated interviews based on a guest's condition, gently steering the slightly loose, simplifying for the profoundly impaired, or shortening segments while maintaining natural flow. This skill was tested repeatedly by guests who blurred the lines of broadcast decorum. George Carlin exemplified the functioning stoner archetype. Transforming from clean-cut comedian to counterculture icon in the early 1970s, Carlin embraced marijuana openly, his relaxed, glazed demeanor becoming part of his brand during over 130 appearances. Viewers noticed the mellow vibe, but Carlin remained sharp and professional, delivering brilliant riffs. Carson, respecting his talent, adapted by posing open-ended questions that allowed Carlin's philosophical humor to shine. Though Carson admired him immensely, he never granted guest hosting duties, citing unspoken concerns about reliability. Carlin later admitted in his autobiography that he was often stoned on the show, viewing it as fitting for the era and his persona. Richard Pryor presented a more volatile case. His genius intertwined with escalating cocaine use in the 1970s, leading to appearances that veered from hilarious to disconcerting. Segments could begin sharply, only for Pryor's focus to drift into cosmic tangents, prompting nervous audience laughter. Carson shifted into protective mode, redirecting with quick questions or jokes, then smoothly cutting to commercial. He viewed Pryor as a brilliant but troubled talent, checking on him privately after erratic nights. Unlike hosts who might exploit vulnerability, Carson provided a safety net, letting brilliance emerge while minimizing risks. Truman Capote's January 1980 appearance marked a stark contrast, a literary icon rendered nearly non-functional by a mix of pills and alcohol. Slurring heavily and nodding off, Capote prompted panic in the control room. Carson's smile tightened as he simplified questions, but backstage fury ensued. He declared Capote done, imposing a lifetime ban. This incident highlighted Carson's limits. Tolerance for creative enhancement ended when guests disrespected the audience through incapacity. It prompted stricter green room monitoring. Cheech and Chong embodied unapologetic cannabis culture, their entire act built around stoner humor. Carson incorporated their obvious state into the comedy, playing the exaggerated square to their antics, feigning confusion at drug references to set up punchlines. This mutual respect created iconic segments, like promotions for Up in Smoke, where Carson let rambling anecdotes unfold for authentic laughs. He appreciated their honesty, allowing them to embody their brand without sanitization. Peter Fonda's 1970 visit, amid his advocacy for psychedelics post-**Easy Rider**, turned bizarre when he appeared under LSD's influence. Staring at lights, responding delayed, and philosophizing about nonlinear time, Fonda prompted Carson's damage control mode, simple questions, and an early commercial break after just 5 minutes. Pragmatic rather than judgmental, Carson later gave him another chance, viewing it as an off night in a blurry counterculture era. Oliver Reed's 1975 appearance escalated into discomfort. Visibly intoxicated, the British actor grew loud, interrupted with non sequiturs, and demonstrated fighting stances, alarming the crew. Carson firmly regained control, shortening the segment and banning Reed permanently. Zero tolerance for aggression defined this boundary. Sammy Davis Jr.'s 1974 interview sparked rumors of cocaine-fueled hyperactivity, rapid speech, fidgeting, and boundless energy. As a beloved regular, Davis remained charming and professional, amplifying his natural exuberance. Carson adapted skillfully, guiding the frenetic flow with subtle jokes, preserving the entertainment value. Carson's handling of these guests, Carlin, Pryor, Capote, Cheech and Chong, Fonda, Reed, and Davis, revealed a nuanced philosophy amid cultural upheaval. Attitudes towards substances evolved dramatically during his tenure, from scandalous in the early 1960s to commonplace by the mid-1970s. He prioritized entertainment and professionalism over judgment, operating on an impairment spectrum. Functional enhancement welcomed if it produced good television, outright incapacity or hostility rejected. Guests who delivered, even altered, earned protection, bailed out with jokes or redirects. Threats to safety or airtime, however, ended invitations abruptly. This approach contrasted sharply with today's landscape, where visible impairment might spark viral outrage and apologies. Ultimately, Carson understood television's essence: to entertain without humiliation. Even when guests arrived high as a kite, his goal remained creating memorable TV while upholding dignity for performers, audience, and the medium itself. This mastery cemented his 30-year reign, making The Tonight Show an enduring institution of grace under pressure.